Hey guys, Guy Cocker here. Welcome back to another one of my Xbox One videos. I have got the system set up. I've been playing a few games on this morning. Actually, just playing through setting the system up and Forza and Dead Rising. So what I want to show you is just the process of installing a game on Xbox One and getting to play it because it's a little bit different to Xbox 360. So what I'll do is just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to pop the disc in the machine. Okay, so I've just popped the Blu-ray into the Xbox One. It should come up and start installing the game automatically. I shouldn't have to press anything, so you should see it. Okay. And slight caveat here: I just inserted the disc before, so it already started it copying over the data to the hard drive or installing the game. So that's why it's at 1%. We'll just watch a little bit of the bar so you can get a feel for how long it takes to install these games. To be frank, it can be a while, but Xbox One has this great little feature where you can start playing the game as soon as it's sort of installed the basic files. So I don't know how it works on a technical level, but I think once it's probably installed the necessary files, the game engine, it basically is then able to install the data that you need to start playing and then continue installing in the background. Roughly speaking, and I need to do a test on this, Forza took a while. It took a while to install Forza, and I don't know off the top of my head how big that game is. I can probably go and find out while this is installing. But it's a cool feature. But one thing you should bear in mind, unfortunately, is if I click this now, just nothing happens. I'm clicking A on there. Nothing is happening. So it's not a case, unfortunately, where you put a game into your Xbox One and start playing it straight away. That just doesn't happen. You do have to install on all of the games that I've tried. Oh, it's ready to start. There we go. That's very, very quick. So you see, it's a little bit of a delay on Rise. It took a couple of minutes at least for that to happen on Dead Rising 3, which you can see is installed. So let's just jump in and see how it works. So this is Rise, Son of Rome. So there we go. It's starting to play. And then if I go back to the Xbox Dash, you can see that bar is still continuing to move forward. It's installing while playing, which is a very, very cool feature. Very next gen.
Achieved with CryEngine.
There you go, achieved with CryEngine. Standard. So yeah, so that's basically how it works. You can see, you put the disc in. God, this is a feature of all the games I've been playing, to be honest. You've got to set up all of that. Yeah, that's fine. So there we go. We're good to go. So if I might not be able to go into a... So yeah, it's still installing the multiplayer, as you can see. Bar coming up there along the bottom. Appears like it's going to take quite some time. Oh, no, there we go. So you can see that features are being put in place. I assume if I start the campaign... No, it's still installing the campaign. Oh, okay, that's a little bit disappointing. You'd expect to be able to just jump straight into the campaign. So while it's doing that in the background, let's have a look. Let's go to the settings. Just to see how big the install for Forza and Dead Rising were. Excuse me, this is still new to me, this system. Console info. Nope. How weird. I thought it'd be in system. Please excuse me while I root around in my games. Maybe in here. So if you have the game disc, if there is no game disc, make sure you're signed in. If you do not have the rights to play this, you'll need to buy it in the Xbox store. So I'm going slightly off on a tangent here. Unavailable. That's because it's ahead of launch. Just really trying to see how much space Forza's taking. Oh, here we go. 19 gigabyte, 19.9 gigabytes for Dead Rising, and 31 gigabytes for Forza. Let's go back to Rise. Still installing. Still installing. So this is what next gen's about. Cool that you can have them sitting on your hard drive. I have to admit that while I thought that some of the Xbox policies were controversial, I would have quite liked that ability to have, say, Forza tied to my account and just go bang, play, and not have to mess around putting discs in. But hey, you guys said you didn't like that, so they've not done it. You need that disc. Although if you buy it from Xbox Live and it's linked to your account, I imagine there'll be no such problems. It's just that feature is not available at this point in time. We'll just say I am recording this on the 18th of November, so it's still a few days before this console launches. I'm sorry, I'm aware that this a loading bar is not particularly exciting, but I do want to just show you guys, give you a rough estimate as to how long it takes to actually get in and play games on Xbox One. And the answer is not that quickly. So please just check out the other videos that I've been putting together for Xbox One. Lots of interesting stuff. Been playing around with Skype, the initial setup, lots of apps on here. The only caveat being that it's the console is not quite there yet in terms of online services. You can see up here my achievements recently on my notifications. So I got an achievement in Forza here. This is a separate achievements app. Just syncs. There we go. So that's liking a livery or a tune or a vinyl group in that particular game. Still installing. Whoa. Pretty brutally violent, this game. So I think it's something of a slight misnomer that it's that it says it's ready to play. My interpretation of the words, actually, I think let's just get this right. Ready to start. I think my interpretation of ready to start is different to Microsoft's. My interpretation is this game is now ready to play. You can jump in and play at least the single player component. But that seems that Microsoft's is different. So ready to start means ready to look at the menu system. To be fair to Microsoft, the on Forza I was able to jump in and play a lot of races when it said it was ready to start. So it just seems like it's Rise that's slightly different. Okay, looks like it's installed. Let's jump in. Yeah. So we have the opening cinematic. I'm going to skip if I can. Nope, it's not letting me. Yeah, it's really not letting me skip this, so sorry, apologies for having to watch it.
He's here. God, help me.
I'm just trying to see how long it takes to actually get into gameplay for this particular game. Maybe I've chosen the wrong game for this particular demo.
He's here! He's here! Help me! Help me!
So I played through this at an Xbox preview event, so I kind of know the drill here. It's a short tutorial section as you make it up the hill to this Colosseum. I guess. No, not Colosseum, is it? Some big building. I'll just do a short demo so you can see what the game looks like actually as well. So yeah, this game's pretty violent. I would say that God of War is a definite inspiration. So at least we're into playing the game now. We just saw this bit.
Centurion Severus to me! Display this from the highest place you can find. When the barbarians see it, they'll run. The battle will be ours.
Alright, so we're into the game here. There's basically A to deflect, X to attack, B to push. No, Y to push, sorry. Y. And now a health regen, and you see the above his head, that icon. If you press right trigger and then press the yellow button now, and then the blue button, you get regenerated health and
Surrender!
and a nice little death animation.
Archers on the bridge! We need to push forward to the palace.
The quicker you press them, the better the death. Okay, so that's that. It's really this purpose of this video is just show you how long it takes to get into an actual game. You can watch Rise in a separate series of videos that I'm going to put together. But hopefully that's been useful for you guys. Thanks very much for watching, and catch me on my next Xbox. Or let's just take this guy's arm off and do that to him. Okay, thanks very much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and if you've enjoyed the video, leave me a like. Thanks very much.